Hey guys, it's Larry with Handheld Rehab, and today we've got something exciting to show you.
Okay, so this little device is called the Home Button Solution with Flex for iPhone 7, 7 Plus, 8, 8 Plus, Jet, Matte Black, version 4, no test pump jump required. So what this is a replacement home button. And I'm going to show it a little bit more under the scope in a minute. But it's a replacement iPhone for iPhone 7 or 8 model. If your factory button happens to look something like that, all cracked up and doesn't work. Okay guys, here is a this is a regular iPhone 7 or 8 home button. I think it's out of a 7 Plus. This right here is the JC version 4. You can see the footprint of the buttons is very similar. I mean, almost spot on. You do have this other little tab right here, and the way that works is once the button is installed and this bracket goes on, this adhesive comes off and it lays over on top of the bracket. I was looking at the this home button. The FPC appears to be soldered on pretty well, so it looks good. This little tab right here is full of caps. It's got 10 capacitors on it. It has a two-piece flex design here, as the original does. 5 capacitors here, a lot of capacitors here. There's a dioid here, a couple of chips here. The button itself is it's welded instead of glued like I've seen a lot of them. So this one's welded, and this is the button press is actually like an iPhone 5 design. It's actually got a click design to it, so you actually do have feedback from the button. You don't have haptic feedback, but you've got some type of feedback. So this is the phone that we're working on. Again, the button is cracked, so I do have power off. I do already have the bracket off, retaining bracket. Should probably disconnect the battery, but I'm not going to. So we're going to pull this button out. One thing I noticed earlier when I was playing around with this button is the alignment pin on the back doesn't line up very well, and I'll show you what I mean. To get this in, you actually have to fold this back in order to be able to get it up through the hole. So it will lay down. Alright, so the button is in there. And if you notice here, the alignment pin is too far to the left with the flex. The hole in the flex is too far to the right. So I'm actually going to take a razor blade and cut that off because I don't like the way it's sitting there. And this is probably dangerous, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright, so that's out of the way. And now this will sit down flat. Earlier when I was messing with it, it was kind of jacked up here. Wasn't laying there right, so that's one thing I noticed about it. The alignment pin hole is off. I'm doing this with the screen still attached, so be careful not let the phone slide around. Somebody was working on this prior to me and almost stripped that one screw I just put in there. So you can see even with that alignment pin cut off, everything still lines up. So now you take this piece of adhesive off carefully with this plastic piece on the adhesive, and just fold that back there. So this home button doesn't require anything else. That's it. There's no jumpers to be ran. There's nothing else required to hook that up. One thing I did notice is, obviously, since we don't have the original home button, we're going to get the long startup screen. This works through Bluetooth. I have heard people say that the Bluetooth has some connectivity issues. Again, I don't know. I've never tried one of these. This is the first one I've ever tried. So we'll just have to wait and see. And while we're waiting on it to start up here, again, I don't know if you can hear that. You do have feedback that you are pressing the home button. It feels like it's just a little bit high. Let's look at the scope. Yeah, you can see the ring is just a little bit high, and I guess that's, the button press is actually on the inside of this ring right here. This is actually, feels like it's made out of metal or plastic. And then this inside is definitely some type of plastic. It's not a glass, but so you do get feedback, but this is high. You can see my tweezers hitting on it all the way around. I guess you might be able to shim it down or something. I don't know. But so now we got it up and running, and it's going to ask me to sign into iCloud a million times. It's got all kind of problems here. So I've already synced this. Just go into your Bluetooth. Cut it off, nothing. And it was really easy to sync. You just put it in, it pulled it up, it connected immediately, and you can see it works as it should. It does work well as a home button. Obviously, your fingerprint reader is not going to work. You're going to get a fail here, but your home button function does work, which is really nice. I would probably recommend, at least until you confirm that the reliability is going to be good, that you leave your assistive touch on. But I don't know. I mean, it's a nice addition to replace a broken home button if you don't want to go through Apple. I think this was really inexpensive. I gave $15.36 for it through Mobile Centrics, and it works well. I mean, can't complain about it. I think the build is okay. Like I said, the alignment tab was off. Everything looked sorted pretty good. So anyways, just wanted to share with you guys. So have a great day.